I did something that I was afraid to do.
On New Year's Eve day, I ran into the cutest little pawn shop, and I went in and I bought this ring, and I don't even know why. I think there is a beauty to the bleakness of winter. And isn't it amazing? We're supposed to be so happy and hopeful, welcoming a new year. And yet it's so gray and bleak. A ring on a woman's finger means she belongs to somebody, right? Oh, look how beautiful you are. What's your name?
Snuffles.
Oh my goodness, you are so cute. Is it all right if I pet?
Sure. Oh, he loves making new friends.
Hey, my name is Sue. I have a little dog named Desi at home. You're so cute.
Oh my goodness, it's been a hot minute. I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. I missed you so much. Hey everybody, thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi. I hope you had a good Christmas and a good New Year's Eve. And I know pretty much for sure 2021 is going to be a much better year than this past one. But, every year I start out, instead of just, starting in with my videos, I always start out the year with what is called the New Year's tag. It's a tag I wrote a few years ago, and it kind of gets in depth of the year that has just passed and then looking forward to what we're all going to do in the coming year and in our goals. And so we always have a lot of fun with it. And I answer the questions and you answer the questions too in the comments. A lot of you pick out one question and share your life with us. So it's going to be fun. And stick around to the end of the video because I have a surprise for you. How would I rate 2020 on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being Tom terrific and 1 being terrible? And I would give it a 3. It was such a terrible year. I don't think we even need to discuss it right now. But I'm so grateful for my life, and I have a renewed appreciation for life and my fellow Americans and people all over the world and their well-being. So there were some very good things that happened in 2020 that I will take with me for the rest of my life. I always admired nurses and doctors, but now they're my heroes. The second question is, what is my favorite memory of 2020? And I have a lot of very deep moving memories of 2020, but I have to say the one that really sticks out is a day where my little grandson Wyatt, he is truly the apple of my eye, and he was running around my apartment. And he was finding all these little, trinkets that I collect and things that are kind of magical to him. And I was in the other room and I heard him go, oh, like he really found a treasure or something. And what Wyatt found was the little display that I have of his pictures. And he found that to be amazing, that here in Grandma's little apartment was this little area that was just dedicated to pictures of him. And I'll just never forget that. Not only because it made me understand my relationship with my grandson better, but it made me understand the relationship that I have with people in general, how making them feel important, making them feel recognized and appreciated, that's magical. That is life-changing. So that was my favorite memory of 2020. Yeah. All right, the next question is, did I change as a person in 2020? And, I wrote that question about 5 years ago, and it really has so much meaning to me this year. But yes, of course, I changed. We all changed in 2020. But to be 100% honest with you, I honestly don't believe I'll know how I changed until a few years from now. I put up walls when I'm trying to be brave and strong. And it's only when the dust settles, when it's safe, that I could kind of come out and feel confident enough to truly be reflective and think about myself. But right now, I don't know. I don't know how I've changed. I know it's profound. I know that my values have changed, my priorities have changed, but it's like a puzzle. I haven't put it all together. Of all my videos in 2020, which one is my favorite? And I tell you, 2020 was such a hard year to film. And my hat is off to all the content creators that put out videos week after week, no matter how they felt. And it was tough, but it was so rewarding. And, looking back on 2020, there's so many videos that I loved. I truly loved them. And it seemed like the ones that did the best were the ones that were completely unplanned. When I would have a video for you and then all my plans would fall through, and then I would just sit down and wing it, like the day my husband left me. Like 100,000 views. But I tell you, my very favorite video of the year was called How to Live a Happier Life. And I started filming that video when I was anything but happy. I remember, I was just so down, and I was going to go to the park. It was a beautiful day. I put on my little Stevie Nicks dress, and I drove to the park with my camera and my tripod, and I immediately, I couldn't believe it. I saw so many people, and they were having such a beautiful time. And there was this older woman, and she was fishing, and I got to talk to her and film it. And then there was a couple getting engaged, and they had hired a cellist, and I got to film him playing, and I got to meet a skateboarder who knew anyway, it was beautiful. And I had gotten, a new camera in 2020 that I loved, the most expensive camera I've ever owned. And I actually set it up on a tripod in the water so I could film myself sitting on a dock for you. Anyway, I'm not a risk taker, but I did it. It just felt right. That video it brought to life so much of what I had been missing, hiding in my apartment, from the virus. It was like sunshine and people and happiness and smiles. It was such a beautiful day. And somehow I think that transferred onto film, into the video.
Make sure I look skinny.
Was there a product that blew you away? And yes, there was. There were quite a few things in 2020 that blew me away, and they didn't have really anything to do with beauty. But if I had to, truly narrow it down, I would say this is by Skin, and this is their Divine Elixir. It is a blend of about 20 different carrier oils, and the base is Manuka honey. And this is the most incredible oil. This is called an oil treatment. This is all the rage now. But this is the most incredible oil treatment that I have ever used. I first heard of this by watching Patty, Rockstar Mom, and this is her desert island item, and well, it is kind of mine too. I use it day and night, but I tell you why I really like it. I will, do my, my skincare, and then I'm going to put my makeup on, so I'm going to use my primer, and then before I put on my makeup, so between my primer and my makeup, I use this. I use this oil treatment, and there's something about, it sinks into your skin right away, so my makeup just goes on better. My makeup doesn't flake. I know we all have trouble, right? Especially in the winter. If you're using Retin-A or even, Defrin, you're going to have like little flakes. Well, I don't have that when I use this oil. In 2020, of all the creators on YouTube, was there one that truly inspired you? And, there were many, many people that inspired me on YouTube. Every single creator that produced content in 2020 inspired me. And you know what? Down below, I am going to list my top 10 channels that I just love of women that, are, they're mature women, and they have a great spin on things, and they inspire me. But the one that I want to draw attention to is actually not a mature woman, but a young girl in her late 20s. And I just call her Kika. And I will list her channel below. She is a professional photographer. And she has an amazing Instagram that is full of magic and light. She does photography. I don't even have the words to describe it. It's so unique. The props that she uses to communicate emotion and feelings, self-portraits, I can't believe it. It's truly like magic. So she took her talent for photography, with her Instagram, and she started a YouTube channel, and she has, I think, about 150,000 subscribers, and her YouTube channel is enchanting. And she shows you how to, everything from how to take selfies to how to be brave, how to take your camera everywhere, and to pay attention to the lighting, to pay attention to your heart and your emotions and what your camera is trying to convey. She is the reason that I got a better camera. Kika is the reason that I decided to go ahead and take my tripod out and stick it in the water or the forest and just sit there and wait for the right light. Even though we're miles and miles apart in age, I'm 66. What is she, 26? I see a little bit of myself in her when I was a young girl. In 2020, what was the oddest or strangest comment that you got underneath one of your videos? And I don't think it's really odd or strange, but it's more of a little tiny obsession maybe to a group of about 40 of my sweet subscribers that really care about how I dust my apartment. It comes up every single week, and I think you think I have a lot of knickknacks, a lot of doodads around, and you want to know how I dust. You want to know when I dust and what products I use to dust and how often I dust. Anyway, I don't know why I'm laughing, but my theory on this is maybe in different climates it's dustier. Because in Michigan, we have really high humidity. So there's really not, a lot of dust flying around where, honestly, I've never spent more than a minute thinking about dusting. Anyway, the suggestion that I have gotten is, would you please someday do a video on you dusting? And I thought, okay. In 2020, what is my proudest accomplishment? And I think hands down, it was getting up the nerve for me to move. I talked about moving for so long, and I was on a waiting list, but I talked about moving for so long that I think I scared myself half to death about moving. At our age, we're mostly, downsizing, but I was upsizing. And that made me feel fearful. I kept thinking to myself, well, why do I need extra room? And why is it important for me to, have a patio or a balcony? And why do I have to live in the woods? And all. Anyway, I did it. I did it because I knew it was the right thing for me and for Desi and for my family. I knew that, life is full of stressful times, and I know that one thing that calms me down is a peaceful surroundings, to be able to go out on my balcony and have coffee and hang out with the squirrels and the deer, and all that to me is priceless. When you have to rise to the occasion, when you know that you have to do something for a better life, you sacrifice and you say a prayer and you do your best and you get through and it works out. In 2021, what one word describes how you want to be and live in 2021? And my word this year is breathe. I want to relax and I want to breathe. I want to watch the news less and create more. I want to worry less, and I want to tap into my happiness and my joy. I want to think out of the box. I want to do different things. I want to show you different things with my camera. I want to have adventures and talk to people and take you with me. But I want to be able to breathe.
I want to share your air, inhaling what you exhale. I'd like to be that close, two of us breathing, each other as one, as that.
What word describes you in 2021? All right, are you thinking of your word? Because it was kind of a trick question. What I want to do is This is my favorite product of 2020, and this is the most wonderful elixir. I love it. I love it that when I come home from a long day that I look in the mirror and my makeup isn't all cakey or flaky. I love this product so much, what it does for my skin. And I want to give away 2 bottles of the Divine Elixir. So all you have to do is just in the comments below, just let me know what your favorite quote is or what your favorite word is for 2021. And next week, I'm going to pick 2 winners, and then I will send you your bottle of your serum, your elixir, and I think you're going to love it. So it's kind of just my Happy New Year gift to you.
Oh, this is a beautiful shop.
Thank you.
I just moved into the area, so I didn't even know you were here.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for spending this time with us today. I loved every second of it, and so did Desi. And I love it that you like his singing. I think it's gone to his head. But thank you for being here. Don't forget to enter the contest. Just, let me know what one of your favorite quotes is, and you'll automatically be entered, and I'll draw the winner next week. So have yourself a wonderful, brand new, safe week. And when you're done with your week, come back and see me and Desi, okay? Okay.